All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Always Chillin' podcast. Skinny Dean the Sandman coming at you from the barbershop once again. We talked about like a few episodes ago eclipses and like what ancient civilizations thought and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably won't talk about that again. But did you watch the eclipse? Just happened. This episode's gonna be a couple weeks after that. But
I'm confused because of the 27th. I thought they said in 2017 we wouldn't see it again for 50 some fucking more years or whatever the fuck.
yeah, I don't know. Well, there's an eclipse like I think there's one like every year. It's just like
Yeah, that's
you
what
need
I
to be
said.
in the right
I think
spot.
there's one maybe even every day.
Yeah, I think it's only like it's like once every 20 years or something that it like you'll see it.
It's total. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe not
because
I'm
we
not
got
confused.
totality that one time.
Right. 2017 was
Yeah,
totality.
we got totality, but we didn't get totality this time.
So
This
then
time, if you didn't have like the eclipse glasses and shit, you couldn't even
see it.
You couldn't tell what was happening. It didn't even like it didn't get dark or anything.
I was more tripping out on the shadows.
Were they weird?
Yeah.
I didn't look really.
Yeah. You know how
I was out there like a dumbass.
say you're standing in a parking lot and your shadow has that little sometimes 22 degree to maybe 45 degree angle off
Sure.
of you.
Yeah.
Well, they all straightened up to where the shadows were just straight. So it was almost like looking in the mirror on the ground where you're standing straight in front of yourself rather than your shadow being off to the side.
Mm.
Am I
Weird.
explaining that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I get
So
it.
I was more tripping off of that. The animals,
Were they weird?
yeah, no chirping, no
Hmm.
squirrels. You know, they all kind of just
I wasn't even paying attention.
Like,
to
what
shit
the fuck?
that. I need to pay more attention. to
yeah.
stuff.
I was more tripping off of shit like that.
I guess I wasn't tripping on anything.
And-
I just went. I went outside like once every like.
Did you get the
5 minutes.
glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, we forgot to get the
I
glasses.
went outside like once every 5 minutes, and I was like, cool. And then I just went back inside.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been studying, ancient civilization, and
Yeah.
I kind of explained to Jenna, like, shout out to Billy Carson. He's really been helping me out. Where some civilizations back in the day, like when that happened, there was no hype. There was no news saying, yeah, we got an eclipse coming next week.
Oh yeah. It
There was nothing. It just fucking happened.
And they're just
So,
like, oh.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the people. I don't want to say it wrong. So I ain't. But for instance, like the worst motherfucker in the village, like the town drunk or just the
They're like,
yeah, you gotta go. It's because of you that the fucking sun just disappeared. So we gonna kill you.
And they kill him, and it comes back. They're like,
Yeah, then it comes back. Like, yeah, it was because of him. She was like, really? I said, yeah. I can't remember, but probably more civilizations than we think. But yeah, we got to find the worst motherfucker in the village and kill him.
I mean,
And then not knowing if it's
it makes sense, kind of at the like if you put yourself in their shoes, like the sun went away. That's scary.
that's scary as fuck, and there was no way I know like when this shit's gonna be over.
Yeah, and they don't even know what the sun is. Like we at least like understand
we have knowledge of it,
what it is and what's happening.
right? The benefits and the damage of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
like,
didn't know nothing.
They didn't even know what the sun is. They just thought it was gone.
It was a god to some. It was
Yeah.
a god to some. So yeah, they was like, oh, we gotta kill your motherfucking ass. We gotta get you up out of here until the sun come back.
Shit, I don't know that we talked about human sacrifice last time.
Yeah, I was more tripping on the shadows and the animals. I was out in my garage. We forgot to get the glasses. It didn't get too dark.
But did you see all the stuff this time of like, this was like some kind of conspiracy, and people were gonna be like, you're gonna be different afterwards, like. It was gonna like fuck with our brains or something.
I do believe in ascension. I do believe that. I do believe in energy, in ascension, and I am on that. Yeah, I think everybody is gonna be different after this eclipse. I said on the other show, my mom hit me to something from the last eclipse, the one in 2017. She's, I think we were getting like fucked up weather, crime, just a whole bunch, mass shootings, a whole bunch of shit. And my mom's like, shit ain't been right since that eclipse. And I think if you're good and you're righteous in your own holiness, whatever you believe, whatever you follow, and then something like an eclipse happens, you're gonna ascend.
Yeah.
You're only gonna get better. You're gonna start looking better, feeling better, all of that. Now, if you're on that evil side, then that's the way you're gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get worse. You're gonna get more and more evil.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I buy that even more than what people are, because people, it's like a one of those like COVID thing, like it's gonna activate a chip they put in you or something.
yeah, that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bullshit. I'm more into the energy shit. Like,
Mhm.
how many into the world have you had just in
I
your
mean,
31 years?
fucking 33.
33.
I was
33.
that's funny. I was on our YouTube channel today, and I was just like, I just clicked on a couple old ones just to see. And on one of them, I'm talking about being 31. I'm like, damn, fuck, I'm 33 now.
Yeah, 33. Damn.
Shit. But yeah, this is I got an article about like what it was like for the Aztecs and shit. It sounds pretty scary, actually.
Mm.
Um, so I mean, so there's people weeping. People are just like there's like rioting, basically. Like people are fucking each other's shit up. People are scared, you know. People are like stealing stuff, all that kind of shit. Like everybody is shrieking, is what this is. This is like a text that they found where
A tablet,
somebody's like describing what's happening.
a scroll, whatever.
Says in all the temples there was singing and chanting. There was an uproar. There was war cries. People were saying it's going to be dark forever. The demons of darkness are coming. They're going to eat us.
You don't know if this motherfucker, if it's gonna come back, or if it's gonna hit you, or what. You don't know.
But for some reason, some cultures like the Navajo viewed an eclipse as a time for reflection and renewal. Like when the eclipse started happening, they like chilled. They're like,
Okay, well, I will tell you this.
why were they like that?
I did fast all day yesterday.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
That was my
I wonder what made the Navajo not be
recorded
afraid of it. No, just not
or
be afraid
not
of
be
it.
afraid of it.
Yeah, like they recorded it, but let's Google Navajo. eclipse.
Yeah, because I know there's a tribe of damn, I forgot my notes. I know there's a tribe that call themselves the Sky People, and there's a tribe that say they came from the ground. Maybe they were the tribe that came from the sky.
Let's see. Yeah, you stay in reverence during this time. Oh, they don't go outside. They're respectful. They stay in the house. They don't make noises. They meditate. They pray. They sing a protection song. If there's a pregnant family member, you give them like extra like attention and prayers and stuff. If a person eats during an eclipse, they believe it could cause disorder to the digestive system. And looking at the eclipse could inflict discomfort or harm to the eye. That's true. They were smart for that.
Well, see, then that's where I won't say I'm conflicted because I know there's probably some fact and some fiction on both sides of this. Like sun gazing. Sun gazing is a thing.
Yeah, I saw something about that.
Now,
I've been seeing
you're not
shit
supposed to
about
just
that.
sit there for an hour and do it.
Yeah.
You do it, seconds maybe at a time. But sun gazing is a thing. Almost every morning I go out and I look directly into the sun.
Yeah.
So that I was a little conflicted on that. But of course, I mean, who's going to sit there and look at the sun?
I think they're talking about staring at it for like 10 minutes.
I mean, yeah, you got a problem. Something wrong with you. You sit there and do that. Yeah, I read an article and it kind of upset me that they discourage people from sun gazing because it is an actual thing.
Oh, and then like I didn't even think about this. Like when it's totality or whatever, and it's that ring, it looked like a hole in the sky.
Ooh,
yeah. So
and
they're
no
like,
light pollution.
Yeah, so they're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, they
you
think
don't know.
they think a hole like opened up in the sky.
If it's coming towards you, or if you're gonna get sucked into it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Scary, dude. Scary.
Oh
Yeah,
my
for many
God.
peoples, a solar eclipse was profoundly terrifying. Yeah, because they believed in a universe where these cosmic happenings were divine communication, like God trying to tell them something.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no serious attempt to record solar eclipses in Egypt.
Okay. The Egyptians didn't record it.
Let's see. There was a general avoidance of talking about it. Oh, because they worshipped Ra, the god of the sun. So they think maybe like you weren't allowed to talk about it, like Ra wasn't like talking about something like overcoming the sun was like we're just not gonna talk about that because Ra's the man and
Yeah, we can't beat that.
that shit ain't gonna happen to him.
Yeah.
Like they didn't want to record it because they thought it made Ra look bad or something.
Okay.
Is kind of what I'm gathering from this. I don't know if this is an article from Mashable, so I don't know if they know what the fuck they're talking about. But
Yeah, I gotta go to Billy Carson on that. See what.
but yeah, there was no serious attempt to record solar eclipses, says this Egyptologist guy,
Huh.
Dr. Dowling.
Interesting.
Uh,
I gotta look that up tonight.
12,000 BC, scribes in China recorded solar eclipse events on bones. The sun has been eaten, they wrote. So they're like writing messages down like the sun's gone, we're fucked.
The sun has been eaten.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they had like a dragon thing or like they thought it like an eclipse was like a dragon eating it.
Okay,
or
that's
something.
probably where that even derives from. Year of the dragon, and so
I mean, you after they record it like one time, you would think they'd be like, okay, well, this happened one time, and the sun came back in a couple minutes. So, well, I guess they wouldn't.
how
be,
often did they happen though? Back
I guess
then?
they wouldn't be like that because they would be like,
They
they would be like, the sun went away, and then we killed this guy, and then it came back. So
Right.
if the sun goes away, make sure you kill a guy. Is probably what it would say.
That's it. I mean, this is what they've been doing. I mean, shit.
They're like, it works every time.
Works every time. Works every time.
And like, when did it stop? Like there was a guy who was the last guy before they were like, okay,
Nah, this ain't it.
we're not doing it anymore.
Yeah, this ain't even it. Damn, that's a damn good question. When did it stop? Did it stop? And we're in
I mean,
America. We don't know.
Somebody probably there's probably some weird like devil cult thing that fucking did some weird shit.
Yeah, we don't know. You know what's happening.
I mean, I'm not saying that's what Aztec is. I'm just saying that people are weird.
Like I said, there's the good side of that, and then there's the bad side of that. The eclipse. I remember about 92, 93, there was an eclipse. I thought I was late for work. But it was dark, but it wasn't dark.
Yeah, it looks weird.
So I don't know. That's what I said. I gotta look and see, because I've heard many different accounts where they say some eclipses happen sometimes every day in different parts of the world.
Let's see.
So I'm like, what
How
the fuck? How
often
many
does
suns and moons do we really fucking have?
Let's see.
That's where I'm like, is the sun? I don't know.
A total solar eclipse happen about every year, like maybe every other year ish. And then where it is just depends on
Just where
where
it
the
is
shit's
depends
lined up
on.
that time.
See,
So there's
where
gonna be
that's where I call bullshit on the side. The sun is like fucking what, 3, 4, 5 Earths.
I mean, it's like,
We should be able
dude,
to
I'm about
see.
to.
We should
dude,
be able
I'm
to
about
see.
I'm about to bust your
We
head,
should be
dude.
able to
It's so
see
much,
that shit
it's
from
so much-
anywhere.
It's so much more than, but it's so far away.
That's what they say.
It's 330,000 Earths.
In size.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be able to see that
330,000
baby.
times. But it's like, if it wasn't that big, we wouldn't be able to see it because it's so far.
Then the angles of the rays, I think the sun is a lot closer than they tell us. And the motherfucker may even be on Earth. The sun and the moon, I think, is on Earth. Because that's the way it describes it in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the sun is a lot closer than they tell us. Like I said, as big as that motherfucker is, we should all be able to see totality, right? Whether you're in fucking Canada or whether you're in fucking Mexico.
No, because the moon's so small. And it's only blocking a moon-sized part. So it's not even about how big the sun is, because the sun's far away, the moon's close, so. And then it only blocks directly where the moon's at. That's why, like, totality is so. And then, like, we had, like, 90% eclipse, but we couldn't even tell. Because the sun is super fucking bright.
Yeah, I gotta dig in on that shit a little more. Like I said, every time I'm like, okay, space is, then I'm like, I call bullshit. I'll probably change my mind on space every other day.
The next So the next solar eclipse that will be able to be seen from like the continental United States is going to be August 23rd, 2044. But there's going to be one in a couple years that goes like through Alaska a little bit. So that's technically
And we won't be able to see
that's
that
technically
shit.
in the U.S.
Yeah,
But
we won't be able to see
yeah,
that.
but
at
the
all.
next when's the next solar eclipse? Uh, Not in the United States, like in the world, man.
It's
It
shit.
thinks I only care about the United States. August 12th, 2026. It's gonna go through. I don't even know.
Over the fucking ocean then, so shit, nobody be able to see that motherfucker.
Maybe, yeah. Well, that's true too. Like a lot of the Earth is the ocean, so
Yeah, so
they're
those
solar
are the ones we
eclipses-
probably can't see.
Yeah, the solar eclipses. A lot of them are probably just going straight over the ocean. Let's see. Chile and Argentina.
And see, and I was gonna say it's always like Chile, Argentina, South America, and Spain.
Greenland, Iceland, Spain, Russia,
Yeah,
Portugal,
where they're seeing two moons and shit, bro.
Portugal, Europe, Africa, and this is the one that goes through like Alaska a little bit. So that's in 2 years.
2 years. Then the next one's 2044.
Yeah, the next one
And that's total.
the next one that would be in the United States.
Damn, what's an eclipse like in fucking Alaska, dog? They ain't got no fucking sun anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
Are they gonna?
Well, I don't know. I think it's normal sometimes. Like it's only like in the spring and the fall. I think it's pretty normal, daytime, nighttime.
Yeah.
Summer, it's like almost light all day. In the winter, it's almost
It's so fucked up. They pay you to live there. I think women get
really.
38 grand. Men get like 40. Yeah. Yeah. And it's been years. I had a homie that did it. That was shit. He's been back, but he's shit. When was that?
You do. Get
I was in the
paid.
joint when he did it.
How does that work?
Because ain't shit there, bro. Ain't shit like you fucked up.
Alaska Permanent Fund.
Yeah.
All right, let's learn about the history of the Alaska
How
Permanent
much
Fund.
is it now? How much did it?
Because
Because I'm talking like 20, maybe 25 years ago.
I don't. I mean, this is annual. It's $1,300.
Okay.
You get $1,300 a year, which ain't bad. That's not enough to make me move to Alaska.
No. I wonder if it's different parts.
I don't know.
And he's black. This dude I'm talking about is a black dude. Wasn't no white
Just
dude.
chilling in Alaska. What does he do?
He was a truck driver.
Yeah.
I think his wife was a nurse or something.
That worked. Yeah, I mean that doesn't seem like that much, man. $1,300. Oh, and they found a. This isn't funny. There's a 14% increase in substance abuse incidents the day after they send that check out.
God damn.
They send that check out.
Oh.
They send that check out, and then there's a 14%
First of the
increase.
month.
Yeah,
Shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
They send that check out, and a bunch of people go buy like meth with it,
Damn.
and they know it because like the next day their hospitals have an uprising.
That's cold blooded right there. No pun intended.
So some people are like, we should stop doing this. Yeah, there's research that's like basically it's not even doing anything. Like the benefits.
Y'all giving them dope money.
Like the people that you're getting to move. That's what they're saying. Like it's not worth it. The amount of people,
Addicts and shit.
the amount of people that not even that, but just the amount of people that you're getting to move here isn't worth it for the like issues that it's causing.
Damn.
This partially offset by an 8% decrease in property crime, but no changes in violent crime.
Okay.
So they thought maybe people having more money would be less crime, but it's not. Yeah. So there you go. That's. I guess it is. I guess it's not working that well.
Yeah, we ain't going to Alaska.
I'm not going to Alaska. Not for that.
No reason to.
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, it's a one-time payment every year. You need to be a resident. 1 year it could be $800. Another year it could be $2,000. They just like decide how much it is, and it seems like it's getting less and less each year.
Yeah, it was my homie. Yeah, he went out there and got paid. But this, like I said, this is probably 20 something years ago.
Yeah. So I guess we're not gonna move to Alaska.
No.
That's it. All right. What's going on? And then there's like the news is always bad. Like I like to look at the news while we're sitting here, like listening to music and stuff before the show. But
I got some news for you.
it's always like somebody's dead and somebody got
Donald
hit by a
Trump
car.
just walked into a Chick-fil-A in Atlanta and ordered 30 milkshakes for the customers. He's trying to win over votes, bro. With milkshakes. Huh.
That's so funny. I wonder what's up with his shoes. Let's see what his
Right, yeah, let's see where the Trump Force Ones is at, man.
Trump shoes. Let's
When
check-
they supposed to drop
Let's
again?
check on those, dude.
What's the hype?
I don't know. Let's see.
Drop them colorways yet? The quarter.
Oh, now he's selling Bibles. You see
I
that?
saw that. I didn't know if that was a
He
joke.
sells they're $60 and they have,
$60 Bible?
yeah, they have like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution
no, you
and shit in
tripping,
them.
man.
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's called the like Trump
Well,
God Bless America.
I guess they
Bible.
put in God We Trust on the Constitution and all that. But
Yeah, but
you ain't supposed to do that, dog.
yeah, whatever.
Tripping.
I mean, he can sell Bibles if he wants to. It's just like it's obvious what you're doing, dude. It's obvious what
Yeah,
you're
you need that bread. How
Okay.
rich is he for real though?
I don't know, man.
Because I've heard
I don't think he's liquid.
people say there's a lot of rich people that live off credit, more or less, than having the
Yeah.
stone cold cash available in the bank.
Yeah,
And so I was like, how rich really is he?
being rich is different.
It's a very complicated lifestyle to be rich.
Okay, so what are the sneakers? He's got the $399 Never Surrender high tops. Those are those gold
The
ones.
never surrender ones.
Those were limited to only 1,000 pairs, and they sold out within a day. Obviously,
That's all we
Uh,
getting is 1,000 pairs.
I think they might even be out already. Pairs were listed on eBay for thousands of dollars, but some of them might have been knockoffs. There's the $199 T-Red Wave, and then there's the $199 POTUS 45. A power play for your feet with crisp white knit and striking gold. They look like Adidas's, like Boosts or whatever. I mean, they're not bad. Those are like knit, like
I'd
fly
rock
knits.
those. Do some gardening in them. Fuck around in the yard in them. Look like you can get your feet wet in them.
They're expected to start shipping July 2024
Oh, shit.
for the gold high tops.
4th of July watch.
The other ones are expected to ship August 2024. The site includes multiple disclaimers that images of the sneakers are for illustration purposes only and may not be an exact representation of the product.
What's that mean?
That it might look different when you get it than it did in the picture.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
which means that once people who have ordered them actually receive the shoes, they might
Not like 'em.
be different, and there's no refunds. That's
You
on the
ain't- You
website.
ain't getting shit. You ain't getting your money back.
Several pairs of them were autographed. They're called the Friends and Family Edition, and were given away to influencers.
Friends and family. Michael Jordan never have it.
Here's a video of somebody unboxing some of these. There's a minute. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna. We'll fast forward this a little bit because I
He
don't want to
knows.
have just a minute.
So he
of-
knows Trump.
Yeah, he got the Friends and Family. he got
look
the
at
sign.
the.
It's got
oh,
gold,
shit,
like gold foil.
dog. Man, what is that? A pen?
It's the pen that he signed it with.
yeah,
He's like, I know you want this.
you can have that too.
It's got the White House on it. The pen. It's like a president pen.
Did he steal those?
I don't know.
I found them in his garage.
Box just says Trump, big as fuck on it. Trump, Friends and Family.
Friends and family.
That's
Yeah,
fun. It's like a
You're not hooping in them.
no. No, they're a collector's item, dude. This is a family. You pass this down to your children, probably.
Hey,
He signed them on the.
I mean,
I don't want him to sign them on the toe. He should have signed them like
not
on the side.
toe, on the side, man.
Those are. I don't know, man.
I don't know, dog.
Well, see, and they're like.
They're not fucking bad. The gold shit. I don't like.
Well,
the
I mean,
gold
they're
shit.
ugly. The actual design of the shoe's not bad, but that's because it's supposed to look like a Jordan.
Is that where they're going with that?
Well, yeah, dude. It looks exact.
Yeah.
Even the bottom looks.
Yeah.
Like, look.
Yeah, it looks like the ones. Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's
Yeah,
even the
yeah,
forces. Like,
yeah.
It has a It doesn't look exactly like it, but it has a little circle.
Which was probably Nike's basic design in their infancy, but yeah, I see it.
Yeah, like the Forces look like that too. The Jordans
Yeah,
are a little
yeah,
different, but
I see it.
yeah, like they're trying to look like Nike. Speaking of which, have you seen like the you got your Black Forces on today?
Mm-hmm.
You see all the like memes online about Black Forces, like
A lot of them shit is true, too, dog. That's why I rock my Black Forces. I be at the gas station, motherfucker. It's like a defensive mechanism. At the
yeah,
same time, too,
people
like
see
that
your Black
motherfucker
Forces
right
on.
there,
They're
he'll
like
beat your ass.
he's on demon time.
Yeah, he'll beat your ass. And it's funny about the Black Forces because back in the day when we used to call it black masking a motherfucker. When we went to go black masking a motherfucker, it
Yeah.
was Reebok Classics.
Black Air Force activities. Shit's called.
Yeah, man, we about to come get your motherfucking ass in these black Air Forces. It was a thing. Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. I'm like, yeah, right. And this ain't my first pair of Black Forces.
I'm looking at memes.
The one I watched, it was pretty A1.
Yeah, just people like first day of work tomorrow. Wish me luck. They got Black Forces, and there's like a gun in the background.
Yeah, Black Forces. Synonymous with a lot. Going to put in that work.
Yeah, see when you find your princess, but she hits licks.
Fuck yeah. Got the low jack on the ankle. Yeah, Black Forces, baby. These motherfuckers done been over the river and through the woods.
Black Air Force energy taking over after listening to NBA YoungBoy. Shit like that.
Goddamn right.
Seeing shit like that online. Yeah, first day at the bank.
Yeah. They're all pretty A1.
Yeah, so I saw you with the Black Forces today, and I was
Yeah,
like,
my dirty days,
who
it was the
sees that?
Reebok Classic. I was telling my wife about that actually. Did you see Nike? They said they're gonna stop making the Air Force One.
Why?
Yeah, that's why I was like, why would you do that?
Like everybody buys those.
Right, and they're hot again.
Yeah,
Where I told Jana,
that's why they're gonna stop. They're gonna
most-
vault. They're gonna vault them.
and wait for 20, 25 more years. But I told Jen just today, this morning actually, she likes Air Force Ones. My wife only wears like a fucking size 4 shoe in kids, so her Air Force Ones are like $60. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty nice. Actually.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous about that.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, okay. She's like, well, you didn't wear these when you were a kid? I said, fuck no. I wouldn't be caught dead in a pair of Air Force Ones in 1985, 1986. Like, if you was walking around in the hood in the 80s with a pair of Air Force Ones, we considered you like a church kid. You're a church kid. She's like, really? So what was it was the shell top Adidas. Like the Air Force One, them was church kids. The shell top Adidas, street kids. That was the difference between that shoe. I probably didn't start wearing Air Force Ones probably until the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. Then Nelly came out with the song,
with
you know,
the Air Force Ones.
and that just blew it out the box. I don't know why they're hot again all of a sudden.
I don't know. Somebody must have been wearing them.
Somebody, what? Yeah.
Why? Or I bet I could just Google it. I bet I could just Google why are Air Force Ones popular.
Yeah, they wasn't really that. They wasn't really suited for the street cats back in my day.
Yeah.
Plus, if you break dance, you know what I'm saying. Air Force Ones wasn't the shoe you wanted to break dance in.
Everybody's
Puma Suedes or shell top Adidas. And drug dealers wore a lot of Air Force Ones back then too.
There's a whole discussion about these Air Force Ones on here. The reputation of black Air Force Ones in the United States was a shock to me. In New Zealand, they're the school shoe of choice because kids have to wear black low-top shoes.
There you go.
Every adult pretty much associates them with school days, so no one wears them once they don't have to anymore.
Yeah. It's kind of the same for us in America in the 80s. You were a church kid. You were a good kid.
Yeah, I don't know. People are just like, they look good and they go with anything.
They do. You wear them with some jeans, shorts, some slacks, some Dockers.
Nothing get the hype on first sight like white on white. Yeah, I don't know if there is a reason. Just like they look good and they're like they're kind of cheap for Nike shoes.
They are. Maybe the Jordan 1s kind of helped them come back alive. There is
because and that
similarity.
might even be there might be something to that because the Jordan 1s, well, even the 4s, all the Jordans, they sell out right away, and then all that's left is the Air Force 1s.
Yeah, and there's always
And then it's like, well, I need some Nikes.
Well, I'll go back to the Georgetown Hoyas. I think of 1984. Look up that shoe, Georgetown Hoya Nike shoe, and you'll see the Jordan. You'll see the Jordan 1 in it. They were blue and gray, and there was the first Nike that where it said Nike on the back in big letters. We used to call them. I used to call them Big Nikes. Yeah, that's it. You see the Jordan 1 in that?
Yeah.
The Jordan 1 came out that next year. Those were probably 83s, and the Jordan 1 came out in 85. But you see where they just cut a couple things out.
Oh, these are kind of cool. They made dunks that look like them.
Yeah.
Nike all big on
Yeah.
them. That's kind of sick.
The dunks, bro, back in the day, I hated them. I didn't like them. I thought they were fucking ugly. I still do.
Yeah, I don't. I like dunk lows are okay.
Better than the highs.
Yeah, I don't really.
But yeah, I was.
And they're kind of like a. I don't know. They're kind of like a girl shoe to me.
Yeah, you feeling me? You feeling me? Even back then.
Like I got my wife a pair of dunks. And that looks. I mean,
they look good on her.
Yeah, she looks good.
Yeah, but not me.
Yeah,
I wasn't a dunk guy even back then.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about them though. It's just something. I think the pandas look okay.
Yeah, I think they kind of switched them up a little bit. Matter of fact, the ones you got on right now are very, very, very similar to the ones he wore in his rookie season. And he got disqualified, got kicked out of the game. Because the NBA standard back then was white shoes, white socks up to your calf. So I think he got fined like 5 racks for every game that he wore them.
Yeah, but Nike was paying it for him, right?
Yeah, they was like, fuck it. And after that, before that, it was just white shoes. That's all you saw was white shoes. And all the way down to the high school level. We couldn't wear like color shoes. If you had a white pair of shoes with a red check, you had to color that check white. Socks up to your calves.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was the standard. So he kind of broke that precedent as far as sneakers in the NBA.
That's cool.
Then I think in 1991, it was 1991, the UNLV Rebels, Stacey Ogman, Greg Anthony, and Larry Johnson. As far as back as I can remember, they were the first basketball team to wear all black shoes.
That was a big
all
deal.
Black. That was a big deal. They did it to pay homage to the Gulf War soldiers. You know,
cool.
they kind of like combat boots. You know, so they did that. Then a few years after that, we get Michigan, the Fab Five. And that just blew shit out of the water. Not only did they wear black shoes, bro, but they wore black socks.
that was
no in basketball, dog. Coaches all over the fucking country was
losing
mad.
their shit.
Like, what the fuck? Black socks and baggy shorts, dog. And I'm talking baggy shorts.
This is it. This is what pissed everybody off.
Man, I think they were the Charles Barkley 180s.
That's it.
Yeah, man. The Hirachis, the Hirachis.
Human.
Man, the Fab Five, they tilted the motherfucking house, man, with them black socks and them black shoes. Nobody had ever done that before. Nobody.
That's so weird.
Nobody.
What? Like why? Like just nobody wanted to. It was just like everybody just had this agreement. It wasn't a rule.
Kind of like tennis. You know how tennis you just everybody wore all white all the time until Serena and Venus. You know what I mean? It was just I don't know. It's like an unwritten rule in basketball: white shoes, white socks to the calves, no ankle socks. And then they had socks. They had socks. I used to go get these socks. They're called 7-footer socks, where. Shit, I'm tall, bro, and these socks would come up to like here on me. Yeah, those were 7-footer socks, but they had to be all white. Then after that, man, it kind of just blew out of the water. After you look at the NBA now, shit, Golden State is blue and gold, but Steph's wear a pink pair of shoes. Like it was an unwritten rule in basketball.
Let's see. This article's called "How Michigan's Fab Five Changed the NBA Forever."
Yes, they did. All levels of basketball, in my opinion, they changed.
This is from Bleacher Report.
Ball heads, baggy shorts.
Yeah. Trash talking, baggy shorts, black socks, playground swagger. That's how this dude describes himself.
They were for the culture. Fab Five going down in history in black culture.
Yeah. It's a transition to a new style of shorts and a new style of player. It said it signaled a culture shift.
Yes, it did.
What was viewed from the outside as ego, disrespect, or true street was truly just personality breaking through.
Some will say that, and you
Oh,
had
they were like they were the first ones that were like trash talking and shit too.
yeah, out loud,
According to this.
out loud, where you saw it, you heard it. You know, shit that guys get kicked out of games in the NBA for today, they were doing.
Mm.
Like Chris Webber would dunk on motherfuckers and grab his nuts while he's in the air and shit.
Oh, this is also when like officially hip hop was becoming like
A thing in college
integrated
basketball.
into it because says their generation was the first generation to have hip hop provide the soundtrack to their adolescence. After they won games, you would hear EPMD booming in the locker room,
Yep.
or see players jump on the scores table and wave their arms
Yep.
like in hip hop array.
Yep. Not even in the locker room. Like, you know how you're watching the game and they go to commercial and then they come back to the game and they're playing a little bit of music. You know what I'm saying? Where it used to be rock and roll or maybe even country, it started becoming hip hop with the Fab 5 because that was the culture. They could no longer deny it. That's when you really started hearing hip hop on ESPN and ABC and shit. Especially when the Fab 5 would play, because that's who was watching.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, go back and watch some old
Fab Five.
highlights of them dudes. Man,
Shout
them
out
dudes
to
were
the
so
Fab
good. They
Five.
wanted them to play. They wanted them to play at the time. I think it was the Clippers. They were like the worst team in the NBA. They wanted them to play them. I was like,
I feel like in basketball you almost could do that. Easier than football. Because I feel
football, pro,
because
NFL.
I feel like you take the worst NFL team and make them play fucking Michigan. I guess this year they'd get slaughtered.
that wouldn't be fair.
No, not at
That
all.
wouldn't be fair.
But basketball, like almost. Cause
Basketball,
I feel like dudes come like. I mean, maybe I just been watching too much Wemby, but I feel like dudes could come in their rookie season and make like a pretty big splash, dude. So if you had 5 dudes who were just that good,
and anybody can do that.
mm,
You develop yourself enough, you can come over. I don't know. Nah, I don't think that would happen in the NBA either. No college.
I mean,
Your
probably
number
not.
one college team coming to the worst NBA team and playing. That college team's gonna get ran out.
I mean, they would have to. They would have to. It's just like it's not even really a talent thing at that point. It's like a mind thing. Like the NBA dudes are just gonna know. Like if I do this, he's probably gonna do this because he's never seen that before.
Okay, let me break it down like this.
Shit
The
like that.
NBA is a team full of guys that were all the shit on their college team.
Right.
Where a college team, they may have one, maybe 2 guys that are good.
Yeah, that's what I always say about the NFL team playing the best college team thing. It's like every single player in the NFL was the best player
They're
on their
all
college team.
dogs. Where a college team, you may have quarterback, running back, then you may have a DB and a linebacker.
And they don't even all make it.
Right.
Like they're all of them that made it there are the best ones, and some of them don't even make it. Like some of them even get cut. So yeah,
I've said it and I've said it before and I'll say it again. We're talking world-class athletes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all armchair quarterbacks at one time or another. You know what I mean?
it's just, well, they make so much money, dude, and that's where I'm at with NIL too. Like, I'm not afraid to say it. If fucking Dylan Raiola comes in here looking like shit, I'm gonna be like,
and then that gives some.
Like-
you goddamn right. Yeah, that gives me a little more right.
oh, well, like he's making more money than I'm ever gonna make.
That gives me a little more right to say some shit.
And it's
about
like
you.
I'm allowed to be mad at you now.
Yeah.
Before,
Yeah.
like I wasn't okay with people like directly being like, this kid sucks. Like it's just a kid. He's trying his best.
Right,
whatever.
he's a kid. This is somebody's
but now,
baby.
dude, you're getting
You
paid.
making man money now,
You're getting
motherfucker.
paid.
You motherfucker.
And this comes with this just comes with getting that money, dude. This is the consequences of that money. Is I'm gonna judge the fucking shit out of you.
Right. And I do some of the golf kids. And we kind of sat and talked about. Remember we've been asking the question, how do some of these players get paid?
Yeah.
Well, I asked him. He actually has a nil deal, golf player.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say let's say, a grocery store. Won't give a particular name or anything, but the main grocery stores here in Lincoln. It's a deal between me and you.
Mhm.
University ain't got nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
So you come in here, smile with a can of our shit, I'm gonna cut you a check.
Mhm.
University ain't got shit to do with it.
Mhm.
I was like, really? That's
Yeah.
how he's like.
Yeah, it lets them make money off of their own name. That's it.
I was like, okay.
And
So the
whatever
university
money
ain't getting
they
a
make.
cut. They ain't taking nothing. He's like, nah, this it's between me and them.
Well, that's why fucking Shadur and Travis Hunter are in Paris modeling and shit because they got the deals to be doing that.
Okay.
But yeah,
I
so
saw
I'm like,
that.
if Dylan, like, I'm gonna talk shit to you, and especially all the way like pro in the NBA, NFL. Like, if you're making $30 million a year and like you don't catch a ball when it hits you in the hands, dude, like I'm gonna be pissed at you for
That
that.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna be pissed. Like you get paid $30 million.
Okay, what do you think? Especially, what's the nil deal? What's this third year now? Second year, then
I think it's been a little. It might even be four,
4
four,
years, now?
five, maybe. I
Five,
don't
maybe.
know.
Is it gonna water down the NFL
I don't think so. What do you mean?
as far as talent? I mean,
I
a
don't
kid.
think so. I think it's
say
gonna make people stay in college longer.
because not every college player, not
2021.
not all of them have goals to go to the NFL. And he may be 1,000-yard rusher. He may
Yeah.
be a stud, but he's like, man,
That's
fuck
true.
the NFL. I didn't made $250,000 already. I'm only fucking 19, 20 years
Well,
old.
some of these like the rookie contract in the NFL is probably like $700,000.
They're getting that in college.
Yeah, and
already.
you're maybe making more than that.
So who
Could be getting. I mean, Dylan Raiola probably got. I bet he got fucking $2 million. I bet.
who really needs the NFL?
I really wish. I mean, I see why it's not because it doesn't have to be, and it's not anybody's business. But I wish it was public. I wish you could just look up what nil deals people have. Just because I want to know, because like, how much money did we pony up to get Dylan Raiola?
Some states do that. I know California.
Come over here.
They'll post that type of shit. I don't think Nebraska does. Yeah, how
Yeah.
much?
Well, if it's a private business deal, like
Yeah.
they don't even really need,
Yeah,
like
they
you don't even need to know about
need
it.
to know about it. And how many nil deal are they allowed to have?
As many as they can get. Yeah.
Yeah, who needs the NFL?
Well, especially in a place like Lincoln, Nebraska, where you like, if you're good, you're gonna be the shit
You're gonna get your bread.
everywhere you go.
And I think they've said that.
And you're not even-
I think I've heard somebody say that.
And you're not even gonna have to spend any money anywhere you go anyway, because everybody's gonna be buying you everything.
You're gonna get
all
free
the
shit.
time. You're gonna be
said the same.
You're gonna be getting free clothes. You're gonna be getting free food. you're gonna be getting free drinks.
They're the only thing smoking here.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing else.
Yeah.
You're fucking royalty here. Even when we were fucking owing fucking 100.
Well, exactly. Especially if you're the dude. Like the first year we're good again. Like we go to the playoffs or something. It's like
shit.
that team's gonna be like they're gonna have statues of those guys. They're gonna have statues of the second string D linemen of that team.
Yeah, who needs the NFL?
I mean, you'll be
you're
you're a fucking hero.
I won't risk CTE.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck up my body.
Another year of school. Another year.
I'm getting my education.
Another year of practice. And you know you're not gonna get cut. Like you come back for your fourth year and you had a sick junior year. Like you're not gonna get cut.
Okay, so let me rephrase.
In the NFL, you might get cut. You know.
Second and third string quarterbacks could possibly start becoming our number one and number three draft picks. That first stringer shit.
Maybe.
By the time he's
I don't
a
know.
senior and
I
he
think
already
what
got
happens-
an NFL bonus in the bank.
I think what it's going to mean is there's just going to be a huge. I think the second string quarterbacks and stuff aren't going to be as good.
Or that.
Because like, why would I sit around if I could start somewhere else and make money? So I think
and
I
keep
think there's going to
bouncing
be
around.
I think there's going to be a huge drop off. Like you'll have your starter, and then after that, it's like good luck. Unless you can get a kid to come that just really loves the school or whatever. Like right now, we're in a good. I don't know. You ever been watching the practice stuff? Like that Danny Kalen kid, he looks really fucking good too. Like sorry Harburg, but like they both look really fucking good. But I mean, Raiola just looks. He just got like a snap, you know, like that.
And see, and speaking of Harburg, and I talked about this the other day with some youngsters. Like, I don't know if you remember these guys. I think it was McCants, Keithan McCants, and I'm probably wrong on that one. And Tony Veland, I think Bellevue West and Bellevue East. Both of these dudes were dogs at quarterback. but we had a dude named Tommy Frazier.
Mm.
You know, they handed him the ball as a freshman, and he never gave it back. So they both switched to DB. Both ended up in the NFL as DBs. One for the Broncos, I think, one for the Saints. Harburg, being a Nebraska kid, his dad being an ex-player. In those days where Tom Osborne was able to take a guy that played quarterback 4 years in high school all his life and turn him into a defensive back and get him to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Harburg would be a nice tight end. Dude got wheels. He can run. Quarterback, got hands.
I'm surprised he didn't transfer. Like, because he could have transferred.
That's what another. I was like, that's a Nebraska kid, dog.
I
We
mean,
don't do that shit.
But he could have transferred to somewhere like Illinois or somewhere that didn't get a hot quarterback recruit this year. He could be starting at
Northern Iowa.
Yeah, he could be starting at Illinois. He could be starting at
Nebraska kid, man. We don't do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. But I mean, like, that's why I like him. I'm not saying he should have done it, or I think, like, I'm mad he stayed. I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised he didn't in this day and age and climate. Like,
I wonder what the history in that. How many
seems like
Lincoln
people
kids have left?
Seems like people would just fuck off. Well, it seems like the previous administration was not really that interested in recruiting in Lincoln.
And see, and that's always been and this is where Matt Rule's still kind of 50. Maybe I'm 60-50 right now. And I'll give you my little dream the other day. No, I'm gonna give you my dream now, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you my dream now. You ready for this, dog?
Yeah,
Buckle on
give
up,
it to
man.
me.
Trev Alberts, salute. Great guy. Scoot all the sports shit.
Yeah, he's cool.
Great fucking
He's
guy.
probably cool. And I mean, from everything, all the context I can get, it seems like he got fucked over somehow.
Yeah.
And they pissed they pissed
No
him
more
off.
smoke and mirrors, bro.
Yeah,
it is
like,
what it is. It ain't rumors at this moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Matt Rule came here because of Trev Alberts.
Yeah.
I feel like his devotion was to Trev Alberts. If Matt Rule doesn't have a good year this year, his seat's gonna warm up.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting the vibe that Matt Rule has, like, really embraced being here.
I see that too.
I think he likes it.
I see that
I think he
too.
likes it quite a bit.
Still got to win ball games, though.
And the guy that they hired was the AD at Temple when he was there.
Okay.
So that's good.
Okay.
Like, they hired him just to keep Matt Rule happy, probably.
Right.
It seems like.
Like I said.
So, yeah, as long as we win, the pieces are there, man. It could happen. It could happen.
You got to produce this year. You got to produce
It could
this year.
happen
And I'm
this
hearing
year,
good
dude.
things about the kids down there. So don't take what I'm saying as is.
We hear good things about the kids every year.
Urban Meyer is back in the ranks as coaching. Like he's letting it know, I'm out here.
Is he?
Yeah. He's hopping around from school to school right now, being seen, getting pictures taken of him and shit. You know, that kind of fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just getting back in there.
Getting
back in touch with people.
Yeah, I think his contract was up anyway with game day.
Oh, yeah.
So he's
looking for his next shit.
And like I said, I think I sent it to you in a text a couple days ago. He had a lot of wisecracks about that Nebraska job before Matt Rule even got the job. He wanted that job. Now, like I said, if Matt Rule doesn't do good this year, the seat's gonna warm up. Maybe he won't get fired. Maybe he'll walk
there's
away.
no way we could afford it. At this point, I think we have to let Matt Rule finish his
to.
contract because he's getting an insane. His buyout's like $100 million or something. It's like insane.
Yeah.
Like we can't. I don't think we can afford it. That's what kind of scares me about this. Is I think this is it. I really think this is like the last chance. I really do. I think if this doesn't work out, the money dries up. Nobody gives a shit anymore.
That's
over.
what I said too. And you get a guy like an Urban Meyer, and Matt Rule maybe ends up at A&M.
I don't know, man.
This Trev Alberts.
This Matt Rule thing really felt like it was it. It was it because the Scott Frost that was a slam dunk home run. It was gonna work for sure, and then it got even worse. And then it's like in emergency mode. We're pulling the ripcord. We're fucked. And it's like, we need somebody to fix it now. And it's like, we hired Matt Rule because he fixes stuff and he's going to fix it. And then if he doesn't, dude, it's like.
You can settle
I don't
for
know.
it.
I don't know how you're going to
settle for an Urban Meyer who has a itchy, scratchy background.
If he's cheap, I guess. Like,
he's going to be cheap because of his itchy, scratchy background.
Like, I don't know, man. Shit. Like,
it's
going to be hard to talk somebody into dropping another $50 million on some shit.
Or Matt Rule does great this year.
I think
That's
hope-
my
I
other.
hope he
That's
does.
my other. Matt Rule does great this year.
Yeah.
So now let's go to Colorado.
I mean, he doesn't have to do great. He just has to win 6 games.
Do better. Do
That's
better.
it.
Do
He doesn't
better.
have to do great.
Do
That's
better.
what I'm pretty confident because he didn't. He just has to do like okay.
Just do better.
Yeah.
Okay, so Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
The Warren Sapp thing
Yeah, it just seems like
don't mean shit.
seems like more.
He's a bigger distraction.
more circus.
And like I said, like
But he seems cool though. Warren Sapp seems like a
you were a great player,
he seems
dog.
like a cool dude.
Great fucking college player. Probably one of the greatest at your position.
I'm sure he is really good to have on staff. But the position is. It's
But
like,
your greatness on the field doesn't always translate to you being on the sideline.
yeah.
You may be the biggest fucking dick to these kids. You can't handle these kids like you talk to your teammates back in the 90s on the sideline. Like, and I see, you know, the clips that I've been watching with him. Like, man, not all
Oh, I
these
haven't seen
kids
any
reply to that kind of shit.
Yeah.
These are different kids. They don't the rah shit. They ain't with that all the time. So I see that as a bigger distraction than it is. It's probably going to be a plus. And if Dion doesn't do good this year, I see him going to A&M.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird.
I think Colorado.
I
Some
don't-
people are like, yo,
I don't know. I don't think you can like fail at Colorado and then like get hired at A&M. You know. I mean, not that he failed, but if he did,
And not that A&M's any better. It's just they're in dire needs right now. That's more or less what I'm saying. They're in dire needs. Trevor Alvarez is scrambling for. He's probably scrambling more for them down there now than he did for us here.
probably.
I'm pretty sure of that. It's A&M. It's fucking Texas A&M. What they say? Hey, what's the A&M stand for again? What we say? Agricultural
and
mechanical.
Mechanical or something. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but next
Yeah.
couple years, college football, man. I know.
The Colorado game, the Nebraska Colorado game this year is getting a lot of attention already as like a culture war. Like
yeah.
like which one's better? Like is doing it with the transfer portal or is doing it with recruiting? Which one's better is kind of how people are treating this.
And see, and that's where personalities come in.
I'm really excited. Dude, I'm going to be in that motherfucker rowdy as fuck for that game.
And I love Prime. Don't get me wrong. I'm no Prime hater. Like I said, that he was my number one guy. But
I just hate Colorado.
a lot of parents today with Prime, the way and he's a great guy. Don't get me wrong. But not everybody replies to that kind of attitude that you have, that cockiness, that bravado.
I like it.
I like it.
I don't think he would have been a good fit here.
Because of that.
I think here it would have went bad for him.
Yeah.
Like if he showed up here and he was like, everybody, you
With
guys
Louis
are all
bags
you guys
and
are all
shit.
gone, and I'm bringing in my own players. Like people wouldn't have liked that.
Getting
here.
rid of the walk-on program. No.
Yeah, people wouldn't have liked that
No.
much.
That would have been a.
But I like him. I just don't like Colorado, and I can't ever hope they win.
No, ever.
So I hope they lose,
Ever.
and it's no hard feeling. And wherever Deion goes, if he goes to like Auburn or something, I'll watch and I'll be cheering my ass off for Auburn.
Oh, yeah, it's safe for him now. Saban's gone. It's safe for him.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's safe for him.
Florida State maybe still, because Florida State's head coach, Alabama was going to take him.
That's right.
So maybe if somebody else gets him, he could go to Florida State.
I think if
that
he-
makes sense. And I like Florida State.
If he
before.
would have went to Auburn initially, bro, he would have went 0-8 and got fired. And Nick Saban would have beat him 100-0. Just that little rift they had about nil deals and all that shit. Some say Nick Saban quit because he couldn't keep up with now that the playing fields spread out and he couldn't keep up with the nil deal.
Yeah, he didn't like it anymore. He was talking. He's been talking about it. He talks about it like he didn't like how the players like he would like go recruit somebody and the player's mom would be like, "How much money are you gonna pay my son?" And he didn't like that. Like he didn't like that the parents and the player like all anybody wanted to talk about was how much money is my kid gonna get if he plays for you. And he's like, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about other stuff. So he's like, this ain't for me anymore. Basically,
Yeah, I mean,
he's like, I'm out. I don't want to do this. And so I agree. And he said too that if his team had played better, he probably would have done another year. But
yeah, they was getting their back kicked in.
yeah,
They wasn't just getting beat; they were getting beat.
yeah, something like that. I don't remember what it was, but something like if they had a better end of the season, he probably would have stuck around for
His
a
time
new
was
one.
just done. His time was over. It's a new game now. It's a new
It's
game.
different, and he's like 70.
It's a new game.
It's time. Like you can retire when you're 70. It's okay.
It's a new game now. Coaches are younger.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but coaches are definitely getting younger.
I just hope we have Matt Rule for like 10 years.
It would be nice, man.
Some kind of stability. Like,
But I've been telling everybody, y'all gotta quit. Y'all gotta quit talking about Tom Osborne. Stop. We ain't getting that again.
Nobody's getting that again because that's not
Nobody.
how it works anymore. Because they were doing weird shit too.
Yeah,
We've talked
Yeah.
about that 1,000 times. But like
we
they
talked about that a million times.
they were doing shit that you're not allowed to do anymore.
a whole lot of shit you wasn't allowed to do. But at the same time, I don't. I mean,
So was everybody.
yeah. Especially during, like I said, we didn't have these. Nobody was.
Right. If those
You know
were
what I'm
around,
saying?
like there would be some scandals.
Oh
there
my
would have
god.
been there would have been some shit.
I remember seeing shit with my own fucking eyes. You know what I mean? Be like, yeah, he's about to sit out. Nope, he playing Saturday. Never mind, he wrapped his car around fucking 6 phone booths. The police had to run over there and pull the keys out and shit. This motherfucker ran for 200 yards. Like, goddamn. But had we had these,
No way.
nah.
I mean, even like, I guess I don't want to name, but there was a dude around here who said he swerved to miss a squirrel or something and swiped his SUV up and down 2 sides of the street. Like shit like that probably wouldn't happen.
was there that night.
Really?
Yeah. You know, and he had that big ass.
Yeah, it was like a big like escalator.
They stopped the Land Rover. You probably don't remember these. They stopped making them. You know what a Range Rover is? Is the Land Rover is big. It's a big ass,
like
chunky,
like a
motherfucker.
Hummer.
Yeah, about that size.
Okay.
Just a big. You gotta be a big motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like me, you, and that. You know, we look like we're 4 in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a safari truck
Okay.
that they modified for the street.
Sure.
You gotta be rich too. But anyway,
of course.
you know the big ass $1,000 bottles like Hennessy, and that they got it way on the top shelf in the liquor store. It's like that tall. He had one of those in his hands, and it looked like this, and killed it all, and left. And the next day we heard that. I was like, oh yeah, that nigga had the big ass bottle. I was like, damn. I ain't gonna say it. Yeah, yeah, y'all know who it is, but yeah, we was there that night.
We're not gonna say his name because we're scared of him.
Yeah, I ain't trying to have him roll up on me, man.
Like, we're good, dude.
We know he's about it.
Yeah, we do. And I respect it.
I
think it's
respect
awesome.
that.
That's my favorite thing about you.
Loved it, dog. Loved
I'm
it.
just saying.
Throwing motherfuckers 20 yards with one arm and shit.
Yeah, that was. I'm just saying, shit would have been on fucking Twitter and Snapchat and shit.
It would've.
That night.
It would've. Shit, what was MySpace? I don't even know if MySpace was really hot yet.
I don't even know if you could put video.
I don't even know if you could take a picture with a phone.
I don't know if you could put video on MySpace.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing video on MySpace. You could upload pictures.
I was in the joint with MySpace. I remember.
I mean,
hearing about
MySpace
it.
was when like I was taking pictures with an actual camera and then plugging it into the computer, and then uploading them into MySpace.
Yeah, I missed all that.
There was no because my cell phone wasn't connected to the internet anyway.
What was the little the iPod?
iPods, yeah.
I got out in 2010 and got my first iPod.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think that.
And now it's everything. It's an iPod.
Now it's everything. It's everything.
A phone. It's a camera. I took there's an app that gives you a hearing test.
Hmm?
So my phone has like my audiogram in it, and then it personalized my audio for my headphones, so it made it sound better for me personally. And it was like I was doing it because I was getting my hearing tested at the VA, and the doctor told me I could do it. And the audiogram that my iPhone got was like pretty much the same as the audiogram that my doctor got. So
Word.
it's pretty close. It's a free app too. You don't even have to like make an account or anything. You just download the app.
Damn.
And then it just like it loads the audiogram into your phone for you.
I should do that.
Yeah, you should. I'll show you. You should do that.
I should do that.
It's pretty
shit.
sick. I'll show you. I'll show you right now because it shows over because we've been talking.
I got
for a long time.
412s
It's
in the
fun,
back
man.
of my shit, man. I swear sometimes my shit.
Yeah, yeah. You probably got to turn it down a little bit.
Yeah. Be fucking with my face sometimes.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm tired. I gotta go home. But thanks for listening. Check us out on socials. If you're listening to us, the videos are on YouTube and Spotify. If you'd rather watch us instead. Like the videos, comment, subscribe, review, do all that stuff. But the best thing that you can do is tell your friends. And really, really, the best thing that you can do for us is have a really great week.